Good morning, Senator Bacchus and members of the committee. Thank you for the opportunity to appear before you today. I'm a retired English professor who moved to Las Cruces, New Mexico in 2003. In 2007, I ran for city council and was elected. Las Cruces is a town of 97,618, we just got our 2010 census, located in the Mesilla Valley between the Organ Mountains and the Rio Grande. It's 45 miles north of El Paso, Texas. Las Cruces has received several awards, including rankings from Money magazine as one of the best college towns to retire in, and from AARP as one of their dream towns for retirement. Since election to the City Council, I have served on the Metropolitan Planning Organization, the South Central Regional Council of Governments, and on our newly formed South Central Regional Transit District. When I first moved to Las Cruces, my interest was focused more on planning neighborhoods where residents could live, work, and play. Since that time, I have come to realize that it's all connected. How a community is laid out, roads, transit, pedestrian and bicycling facilities, open space, public areas, commercial areas, housing choices, economic development, health issues are all related. So, of course, when the Environmental Protection Agency, Housing and Urban Development, and the Department of Transportation formed the Partnership for Sustainable Communities, I knew I had found the model for combining land use and transportation planning. In 2009, our project, Picturing El Paseo, was one of 4 chosen to participate in EPA's Technical Assistance Program to help us develop a vision for the street that connects our downtown and New Mexico State University. When EPA joined the Sustainable Communities Partnership, our project, Picturing El Paseo, became part of that program as well. During 2010, we worked with our federal partners and community participants to develop our vision. In that vision, El Paseo Road would be transformed from a vehicle-clogged, dying, strip mall-lined street into a mixed-use, pedestrian and bicycle-friendly, tree-lined boulevard with multiple transportation options, a range of housing choices, and plenty of public gathering places. This is what the community told us they wanted. At our Transportation Summit in September 2010, we heard similar messages from the over 100 in attendance. We passed on those suggestions to Secretary Ray LaHood when he visited our city in October of 2010. In New Mexico, too often transportation planners have torn out our main streets in order to get better traffic flow and destroyed our small towns. We want to see transportation planning that takes into account all users of the roadway, as well as the surrounding context of that roadway. As part of the Surface Transportation Authorization, we would like to see financial support for livable community projects, such as the recent Tiger grants that can help us build communities that are safer, more livable, and welcoming to everyone. As the Coalition for Sustainable Communities has grown across the country, we have noticed the addition of one more adjective, healthy. In Las Cruces, we are particularly interested in healthy, sustainable communities because of our high rates of childhood obesity and diabetes. When schools are not accessible by biking and walking, students lose an important daily opportunity to exercise. Unfortunately, the schools in our city have typically been located on busy streets, fenced off from surrounding neighborhoods, and primarily designed for students to be dropped off by vehicle. Our Safe Routes to School program is changing all that. We now have walk and bike to school programs, bicycle safety classes, more bike lanes and bike racks, and better sidewalk markings. As Congress moves toward surface transportation authorization, we would like to see greater recognition of the impact transportation planning has on the health of communities and more support for programs like the Safe Routes to School program. Certainly, our local projects cannot continue without new surface transportation authorization. As you move forward with that legislation, I hope you will recognize the impact that transportation facilities have on all aspects of our communities, and work toward a new vision for transportation legislation and policies that do away with the silos that currently exist between land use and transportation planning so that we can promote communities that are healthy, livable, and sustainable. Thank you for the opportunity to appear before you today. I am looking forward to a new service transportation authorization that will coordinate transportation planning with housing, land use planning, and economic development so that all Americans can live in healthy, sustainable communities.